One is metals and non-metals. Second is physical property of metals and non-metals. And the third would be chemical property of metals and non-metals. And now this is the last topic of this chapter. The name of the topic is uses of metals and non-metals. In our routine life, how we are using metals and non-metals? What are the uses of metals? Now let's see. First we will study the uses of metals. Metals, you know that very well. Metals we are using for making utensils. Utensils means जो हम बर्तन use करते हैं. Which metals we are using? And you can tell that copper, aluminium, steel, etc. These are the metals which we are using to make utensils. The second one I have written here for making electric wires. Which metals are using for making electric wires? So one more time we can take copper and aluminium. These two metals are there which are used to make the electronic wires. Third is that metals are used to making bridges and buildings. Which metals? Very easy answer, that is iron and steel also. Next is metals are also used in making ornaments also. Which two precious metals? Yes, correct answer, that is gold and silver. These two metals are used to making ornaments. And the last one, that is metals are used in ships, trains and satellites. These points I had written, but there are so many other uses are there which we are using in our daily life. So this is your homework. In other ways, how we are using metals in our daily life. Now let's move the next topic, that is uses of non-metals. That is also very easy. But the most important point is non-metals are very precious for living things. Why living things? Because non-metals which we are inhaling in our breathing. So non-metals are very precious things for the living things. Another uses of non-metals I have written here separately. The non-metals name coal. Coal. What is coal? Coal is the name of the non-metal. The one type of coal, that is graphite. Graphite is used in pencil and electrodes. Graphite is used in pencil and electrodes. You are using pencil, in that lead is there, that is made up of graphite only. Next is phosphorus. Phosphorus is used in insecticides and to make the fertilizer. Fertilizer और insecticides जो medicine होती है crop के लिए, insecticides. In the making of this insecticides and fertilizer, phosphorus non-metal is used. Third is written here sulfur. Sulfur is used in fireworks and fertilizers also. Next I have written iodine. Iodine, that we know this is the familiar word with us. We are using antiseptic solution. If you are having wounds, you are using that solution. To make this antiseptic solution, which non-metal is using? The name of the non-metal is iodine. Next is non-metals are using in crackers also, and non-metals are using in water purification process also. So these are the uses of metals and non-metals. Metals are using for making utensils, electric wires, bridges and buildings, ornaments, ships, satellites and trains also. While non-metals are using, first is using it to make pencil and electrodes, insecticides and fertilizers, water purification process, crackers, antiseptic solution, and the most important thing, the living beings are inhaling in the breathing. So we are using metals and non-metals in so many ways. Without it, our life is not possible. Now this topic is clear here. Now I am going to explain one activity that is given in your book. Students, I had completed one point, that is the uses of metals and non-metals. Now our next topic is activity 4.4, table number 4.4, that is given in your textbook. You have to differentiate metals and non-metals in acid and bases. Metals and non-metals in acid and bases. I had made one tabular form for that. First I will explain oxides. In calcium hydroxide, which is the metal? Very easy answer. Calcium is a one type of metal. So can I write here calcium? Second is zinc hydroxide. In zinc hydroxide, zinc is a metal. In sodium hydroxide, sodium is a metal. In potassium hydroxide, potassium is a metal. And in magnesium hydroxide, magnesium is a metal. So these are the differentiate from the base to metals. Calcium hydroxide में calcium metal है, zinc hydroxide में zinc metal है, sodium hydroxide में sodium metal है, potassium hydroxide में potassium metal है, magnesium hydroxide में magnesium metal है. So one thing we have to remember that in any of the base, in any of the hydroxide metal, hydroxide, this word having two non-metal substances, that is hydrogen and oxygen. I told you before also, oxide means oxygen, hydrogen and oxygen, that means hydroxide. The next would be acids in non-metals. I have written so many acids here. Sulfuric acid. In sulfuric acid, which are the non-metals present in the sulfuric acid? So we can take hydrogen, sulfur and oxygen. Hydrogen, sulfur and oxygen. Second is nitric acid. Nitric acid, there would be a nitrogen, hydrogen and oxygen. Third is written here hydrochloric acid. In hydrochloric acid, it is there hydrogen and chlorine. Hydrogen and chlorine. And fourth, I have written acid. The name of the acid sulfurous acid. One more time, sulfurous acid having the non-metals like hydrogen, sulfur and oxygen. So this chapter is for the separation of base into base from the metals and acids in non-metals. Now this is chapter number 4.4. One more activity is given in your textbook, that is activity number 4.6. Start one more new activity, that is activity 4.6, that is given on page number 49. What is there in this activity? Take a sample of metals and non-metals listed in the table 4.5 in a separate test tubes and label them A, B, C, D, E and F. With the help of a dropper, add 5 ml of dilute hydrochloric acid to each test tube one by one. Observe the reaction carefully. If no reaction occurs in the cold solution, warm the test tube gently. Bring a burning matchstick near the mouth of each test tube. क्या करना है हम लोगों को? This solution we have to take here, and in this test tube we have to take two dilute acid. One is hydrochloric acid and the second is dilute sulfuric acid. And we have to see the room temperature and what is the reaction in room temperature and what is the reaction in warm temperature. So let's start the table given here. Metals and non-metals. Example, name of metals and non-metals are given. First is magnesium ribbon, aluminium foil, iron, copper, charcoal and sulfur. I have made some easy way for you. When dilute hydrochloric acid is there, what is the change in room temperature and what is the change in warm temperature? So where is room temperature is there? In a magnesium ribbon, aluminium foil and iron, they liberate the hydrogen gas. As we see in the chemical property of metals, In these metals they liberate the hydrogen gas, but when it is the warm temperature, what would happen? It reacts rapidly. उसमें जल्दी से change आ जाते हैं. Same like when this dilute sulfuric acid के साथ होगा तो क्या होगा? Same reaction will be there in the room temperature. It is liberate hydrogen gas, and when it is warm temperature, it reacts rapidly. But non-metals are given here: copper, carbon, and sulfur. As we know that these three are example of non-metals. What would be the reaction in dilute hydrochloric acid and dilute sulfuric acid? In dilute hydrochloric acid, there is no reaction which we can see in the room temperature and also in the warm temperature also. When, listen it carefully, in the hydrochloric acid there is no reaction in the non-metals, while there is some reaction in a metals. When in dilute sulfuric acid, what will happen? Again same like is hydrochloric acid, there is no reaction in a non-metal. We can see there is no reaction in a non-metal. So from this table, observing this table, we have clear one point, that is in a metal, when you are adding the hydrochloric acid and sulfuric acid in a room temperature, they will liberate hydrogen gas. If the room temperature is warm, they will react rapidly. While in non-metals, there is no reaction in room temperature also, in warm temperature also, in the addition of hydrochloric acid and sulfuric acid. So students, here I am going to complete my chapter. I had explained you four major points in this chapter. First is metals and non-metals, second is physical properties of metals and non-metals, third is chemical property of metals and non-metals. Next again I had explained you uses of metals and non-metals. Then after two activities we have studied activity 4.4, table number 4.4. In that activity, bases and acids were differentiated in non-metals and metals. And the next activity, that is table number 4.5, we had seen that the chemical reaction in room temperature, in warm temperature, while adding the dilute hydrochloric acids and while adding the sulfuric acid. So I hope you understood this topic very well. If regarding this topic, regarding this whole chapter, you have any doubt, is that we will discuss in our next online sessions. Till then, goodbye, stay safe, stay home. Thank you.